Hi Taurus, welcome to your October 2020 podcast tarot. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Special welcome to my podcast listeners on Apple and Spotify. Taurus, such a curious dream. There's a feeling here of coming back to reality, being brought back down to earth, perhaps after a time where things have been a little bit confusing for you, let's just say that. There's extremes here. Some of you may have gone down the road of perhaps being cloaked in fantasy. There's a feeling around you here of not seeing the reality of a situation or perhaps a person. There's a feeling also around this of camouflage. Now, when we talk about cloaking, invisibility, it's kind of like that old cloak of invisibility, right? It feels like something that is quite negative, cloaked perhaps or camouflaged to look good. So it may be a situation here where you're needing to see something from a more grounded perspective. It could be a person, could be a situation. As your energy stone for the month, I have the Appetite. And Appetite is about acceptance. It's a very high vibrational stone. It's related to the third eye chakra and the base chakra as well. It's about discerning the truth, but discerning the truth that is within rather than without. The feeling around this is recognizing what is real. What is real and what isn't, and restructuring your reality as a result of that. It could be that recently you've been deceived by somebody wearing a disguise or some kind of false front, and you're being asked to see what is truly beneath. It's all about perception and coming back to a more grounded perception of something. Then things will improve steadily for you, Taurus. Now, of course, this is a learning opportunity, isn't everything, but it feels to me like something here which you've had curiosity about. There has been an energy around you of not really knowing whether it was real or whether it was based in fantasy. And this is something that's being brought right to the fore here in order for you, a lesson to be learned about seeing beneath how things appear on the surface. Looking beneath. So let's see where this goes here, Taurus. Could be you, could be someone around you, or if you're cross-watching, could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. But I like that Appetite stone for you because it is bringing a sense of reality back to something. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck for you, I've got the Seven of Cups. So yeah, there's that energy here of confusion, not really understanding what's real and what isn't, things being cloaked in fantasy, not really seeing things from that, I get it as a grounded perspective. It feels kind of lofty. It feels like a storybook. It feels like not seeing the world in a very real way. That won't be for all of you, but that's what I'm getting. It's almost like losing touch with what grounds you, with what keeps you stable. It's being caught up in something here which feels like a flight of fancy that isn't going to lead to anything. Now, the good thing that I'm getting around this, Taurus, is that this is temporary. But even when we go down the road of something like this and it's temporary, it could be that the darkness or the darker energy, the shadowy energy around this is being cloaked by something that feels lighter in spirit. What I'm getting from my spirit guide is that, Taurus, you may be cloaking. Okay, a spirit guide is saying you may be cloaking something that is actually toxic or bad for you by putting it into the realm of something which seems innocuous or innocent. Okay, that's interesting. Guys, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, the Fool in reverse with the Seven of Cups. This is about doing things that are very reckless, not really paying attention to very real life consequences, getting caught up in the fantasy of something, a belief in something that isn't real. Okay. Again, won't be for all Taurians. This seems quite specific. But we've got the Three of Swords in reverse. Could be someone around you as well, guys. I feel like it's something that has potential to cause disruption, heartbreak, pain in your life. And I feel it's something that is done possibly to avoid. I get avoidance of pain, avoidance of feeling pain. And the Nine of Cups, yes, something that feels very pleasant, very pleasurable, it's kind of like believing that life is all roses and rainbows without wanting to experience the painful parts. I get this kind of energy, Taurus, of it's either you or someone around you kind of running away from the pain and wanting just to have something that feels lighter. Yeah, but it's cloaking something that feels like it needs to come out and be seen in the light of day and dealt with. Yeah, and it's going to take courage, it's going to take strength, and it's going to take you to, I get willpower, I get a sense here of needing to overcome this challenge by using your inner strength, your willpower, but it's going to take a lot because I get this very strong fog around you. I'm having trouble seeing you at the moment, Taurus, because you're cloaked in this kind of fog. It's like you are doing it not just to cloak your own deeds at the moment, what you're doing, but I also get this kind of energy of you're not even seeing through the fog yourself. Okay, so let's see where this goes for Taurus for the month of October. We've got the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords. You know, that's interesting because it came out in reversed energy here for Aries, and you have similar energy. But this time it feels like it's the difference between recognizing when we have an issue, seeing it from a mature standpoint, seeing the reality of it and needing to face it, facing the consequences. This feels like the opposite of that. It feels like letting something overtake you. It feels very harsh in nature. It's like something nipping at your heels. There's this feeling around you of, I get it as feeling like you can't get a handle, feeling like you can't get a grip on this, and hence you feel like you're falling, like you can't get a grip. I'm getting this image in my mind of Taurus trying to get a grip on reality, but it feels like it's slipping. Again, this won't be for everyone, guys. It feels like this is a very intense kind of reading that I'm getting here. I'm getting a very strong energy of someone losing their grip. And it's a feeling here of having something right within their grasp, but not quite being able to get a hold of it. Okay, let's see what else we have. We've got the Six of Wands in reverse. As a result of the way that you're feeling, I get it. Well, the result is that you're feeling, okay, Spirit Guide is giving me a message saying that this is all stemming from ego-based validation with the Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah. This curious dream, this such a curious dream, this energy here of needing to return to reality. It's about how you see yourself. Because at the moment I'm getting this kind of not being able to get a grip on reality, not being able to pull yourself out of this kind of confusion. Is because you are not feeling, well, you're feeling like a failure, you're feeling unsuccessful in life, and you feel like you need to refill that ego. It feels like you've taken a nosedive here. It's like you've taken some kind of fall, you know. You're hoping for success, you're hoping for validation, you're hoping for that praise. You were hoping for praise. But it feels like it's the opposite. It feels like a lack of achievement, and it feels like this is causing you to just go deeper into this kind of rabbit hole, if you will. The Knight of Wands in reverse, yeah. It's arrogance. I'm picking it up as arrogance here with the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. It feels like not being able to change direction, change course, guys. I feel like I'm talking about a Taurian here who doesn't feel like they can change their course, that they can change their path. They feel like they're on this road, that they've chosen this path now, they've made a choice, and that they have to continue down it. Unfortunately, that's what I'm getting. It's very much an ego kind of energy, like not wanting to admit when something hasn't worked out or when something hasn't given the result that they wanted. It feels like that. We've got the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Coins in reverse. Yes. Well, it feels like somebody has gone running off here. I get someone here who is trying to avoid. I get an avoidant energy around this, avoiding responsibility, avoiding tackling some issues. I get this feeling here of liberation, of running with it, but it feels like running recklessly, running roughshod, not really having a direction. So there's a difference between freedom and foolishness. And I feel like I'm speaking about a Taurus here who can't seem to discern between the two of those. Goodness, guys, this may not be you. It could be someone around you. Or it could be someone that you're dealing with here, Taurus. But I get for some of you, I'm definitely getting Taurian energy around this. There's a sense of stubbornness. And I feel that it's leading to long-term problems when it comes to family, relationships, money, the accumulation of money. It could even, for some of you, be leading to divorce. I do get already a sense here of separation, an ending. Let's see what else we have. We've got the Hanged Man. Goodness. Yes. It feels like someone who is stuck with a decision that they've made and can't see the way out. They can't see how to get themselves out of this. Now they feel like they've taken an action in the past which they felt was going to free them from a difficult circumstance or from pain, from something that felt like it was, I get it as a negative self-belief, attached to this ego energy. Somebody felt bad about themselves. There was a lot of pain associated with that. And this lack of success, this feeling like a failure, feeling like they haven't achieved something. There was a rush to get away from that feeling, away from those thoughts. But it's very chaotic kind of movement, and it led to an ending. And I feel like there's now this kind of disconnect around relationships and family, and this feeling here of being apart, separate from. Okay, let's see. We've got the Eight of Coins. What I'm sensing around this, Taurus, you may be covering up with a lot of work when it comes to, I'm getting this as career. But again, I feel like it's something that you're doing on the surface to make it appear like you're being productive. Okay. Got the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, I do feel that you're alone. I get this sense of separation, isolation, throwing yourself into the work, feeling like you're, and in this pause, not taking any kind of action. But around you there is this element of endings. Okay. And the outcome is the Two of Coins in reverse. Yeah, it feels like there's something here, an action that you've taken, which has caused instability in your life. It was as a result of something that you were trying to hide, something that you were trying to cover up, to camouflage. Yeah, and I get this very strong energy of losing your footing, losing your stability. Now it seems like you've taken this action out of, I feel it as some kind of ego validation that was based in fantasy. Some of you may have gone off here to have lived some kind of life that you thought you were missing out on. You felt like you were free, that you're running with the wind here. You felt that it was going to be healing, but it seems to have led to an ending of something long-term and a lack of stability around you. Now, I do get that you are alone, but you are not really enjoying it. I feel like you're throwing yourself into the work here, Taurus. And there's something that's going to kind of throw things off for you to the point where you need to come right back down to earth. I feel like it's the threat of losing something long term. It's this Ten of Coins in reverse and the Two of Coins in reverse. Taurus, you are someone who does like things to be grounded in reality. You are normally someone who works on long-term security and stability. But I do feel like this action that you've taken has led to anything but. It's led to a loss of stability, a loss of finances as well. I get some of you might be really struggling financially because of this. Now you're throwing yourself into your work here, trying to cover up this situation. But I do feel that with that card of appetite there as the energy, it is about recognizing what is real and true in your world and needing to restructure your life as a result. I feel like you've taken an action based on a false front, a false belief. But having gone down this road, there is in essence this kind of stubbornness here that you don't want to perhaps admit that this wasn't based on reality. Something like that. You're trying to give it some time. Okay, Spirit Guide is saying you're trying to give it some time and space so that you can kind of mask what this was. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I get that kind of strong energy of you've gone down this road here. It's not working out for you, you know it. You do seem to be starting to come out of this brain fog, this energy of grounding yourself, returning to reality after a time of confusion and having that kind of fogged thinking about something or someone that was based in fantasy. And now you're taking a moment to pause and you're throwing yourself into work before you come out of this. But in the meantime, in the month of October, I see things very unstable for you, and you're going to be having a bit of trouble here juggling your finances. That's what I'm getting. Now with that cloak here, camouflage, cloak and dagger, it feels a little bit like the death card, really. I'm seeing this fox here, and I see the fox as a symbol of cunning, self-interest. The fox is a very smart energy. The vibration around this is one of containment, camouflage, and invisibility. So it seems like you want to contain the damage. You've already caused damage, I feel. There's some kind of energy here of an ending as a result of this action that you've taken. And there's this feeling around you of not, for a long time you felt like you couldn't get a grip on reality. But I feel like that's changing. I do. I feel like you're starting to see things as they are. But now you want to contain the damage. And you're being a little bit strategic or cunning in how you do that. And how are you doing that? By camouflaging it, by making it appear to be something else. Cloaking your future plans. And you're being very patient. But I do feel like there will be some kind of revelation here in the future. Yeah, it's like you're lying in wait. You're being silent. You're waiting. Things are germinating, but it's not quite ready. You're not quite ready yet to reveal. Okay, that's interesting. Not quite ready to reveal. You're being strategic. Interesting. Yeah, Taurus. Goodness, I don't know what to say. This one's really interesting. But it seems like this is very specific, guys, and this won't be for everyone. Please check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, but I feel like I'm talking about someone, Taurus. It's either a Taurian or it's someone that you know that has ended a family situation or a partnership, a long-term situation, in order to go towards something which was based in fantasy. It wasn't real. Now I feel this has led to an ending, and I feel like it's leading to a loss of wealth. It's leading to a loss of stability and a loss of grounding. And I feel that you need that grounding, Taurus. You do. And so I see you thinking, okay, well, maybe I have done the wrong thing here, but you're not ready to come out with that revelation yet. So you're kind of lying in wait. You're focusing on rebuilding your money here, focusing on the work, trying to get things back to a stable place before you reveal your future plans, which are hopefully this time based in reality. Goodness, yes. Taurus. Wow, let's get a card here. I'm going to get one from the Soul Truth Oracle. A final thought here for Taurus for the month of October. Okay, I'll take both of those. Do I believe I am worthy? Well, that's the thing, right, with the ego. It seems like you've taken an action here because you didn't see yourself as successful, as worthy. You are worthy, of course, you are deserving, and you are loved. So start seeing the divine beauty within you. Go out and claim the life you've dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. That's a quote by Maya Angelou. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Yeah, you are worthy of it. You know, the thing is, there's an energy around you here of a lack of success, creating this. I feel like it's that kind of thing. I feel like it's deeply ingrained in you, Taurus, and this is the thing that you're trying to build up. You're trying to make yourself you're trying to make yourself into this kind of person that you've dreamt up. You know, that it's not grounded in reality. It's kind of a belief that everyone else is better than you, which isn't based in reality. I feel that that's where all this is coming from. You know, you believe that everyone else is better than you, but that's not real. It's not based in reality. And I feel that you've taken some kind of action here that you're now trying to cover up. And it's all coming from a place of you didn't feel worthy. You didn't feel worthy. You didn't feel worthy of love. You didn't feel worthy of other people's love. And then we have, am I consistently showing up? Yeah. Success. Well, success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it feels uncomfortable. You know, it's not about running, it's not about avoiding. It takes guts. It takes guts. Yeah. So it's about going for what you want, being consistent and believing in yourself, being confident, and moving ahead with the vision that you have for the future. Yeah, rebuilding your confidence, getting your confidence back. That's what I'm sensing. But it's going to take you putting in consistent effort in order to do so. Putting in that work. I do feel that you've done something here to avoid that work, to avoid showing up, you know, to run from it, to hide from it. Change. It's a powerful personal transformation. It feels uncomfortable. But I feel at the end of this, if you put in the work and you put in the effort during this time, this lack of stability, I feel that you'll come out of this changed, and changed for the better, because you'll realize that you are capable of change. And that's pretty powerful. But it's going to get you, well, it's going to make you very uncomfortable, but I feel that you have to be in that place. You can't be in a place of comfortability in order to go through this change, Taurus. You have to get really uncomfortable. You have to experience adversity, real loss, and deal with change. It's about you learning how to deal with change, how to deal with things that don't go your way. I feel like at the end of the day here, you'll be less rigid in having things needing to go a certain way. And I also sense less stubbornness. So I get humility, I get being humbled by going through this experience. But you know what? It's what's needed in order for you to see things from this more real place. And then I get this energy of you coming home. Such a curious dream here is about going through something, but then at the end of it, coming home. Interesting energy, Taurus. A lot in this reading. If you would like a personal reading, if this is resonating with you and you want to explore this more, please email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, share and subscribe. If you're a newcomer, I'd love to have you. And also don't forget to check out my new channel memberships. I'm offering early access to my subscribers. And my band of gypsies is growing every day, so please do join me. I'd love to have you. The link is down below in the descriptions box, or you can click on the join button for more information. If you're listening on the podcast, thank you very much, guys. Please do be sure to check out my YouTube channel, Gypsy Insights by Michelle, for more readings, especially love readings that I have available on there. Guys, it's all about going through a painful growing experience. But at the end of the day, I feel like you will experience change. And, not many people can say that, but I feel like you have the strength to get through this if you are consistent with it, if you continue going with it. And even when you're dealing with things that feel like they're being off balance, off kilter, it won't be a huge period of time, but I feel in October you're still very much going through this. But it's getting you to a place where you're experiencing real adversity, difficulties, a loss of stability, a loss of your footing and foundation, that is going to lead you to this place. And that will lead you to an energy of, well, I get it as two things. I get it as becoming stronger in dealing with adversity, and also this sense of coming home to what is real. So I'll leave it there for you, Taurus. Please take care. Thanks again for watching and listening, and bye for now.